Hey guys, this is Brian with Inspiring How You See That. We're the channel that talks about all different kinds of music and entertainment, and we interview some of your favorite artists. And today I have a very special guest. I have Eva from Eva Under Fire.
What's up?
Thanks
How
for spending
are
this
you?
time with us.
Oh yeah, no, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. And you guys are kind of right smack in the middle of this tour. So how's everything going for you?
Man, it's been a ride. It's been wonderful though. You know, just the opportunity to get back out there with the fans.
Yeah.
All of you guys showing up to the shows and playing it like it's a rock show again. Melts my heart. Melts my heart. Especially since everything we've been through, right? This past year with the pandemic. And so to get back out there has been so refreshing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice. So how many more stops do you have on this particular leg of the tour?
I think this one, we've got about 4 more stops. We're hitting 2 dates in Ohio. Then we go over to... Well, this is the PA date, so I'm losing track. I just get in the van. I'm pretty sure there's 2 other dates in there that I'm not even thinking of. We just loaded in and like painted my face real quick and ran over here, so I'm like all jumbled.
Nice. Now, I've always wondered, because they're always like, hello, Pittsburgh, where we are today.
Yeah.
Do you ever like, where the heck am I when you get on stage?
Absolutely. Yeah. I just tell them how awesome they are. And I don't even focus on where we're at because I know I'm going to mess it up.
You're like, hey, you guys?
Yeah, you guys. You guys are fantastic, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, see, they don't even care that I don't like know their hometown, right? But also, I always make sure that the 2 things that I do are compliment my crowd and compliment all of the bands that we show up with.
Sure.
So that's my go-to. So I'm like, I got to get those names right.
Nice. Now, you mentioned the bands. Actually, you're with Gemini Syndrome tonight.
Yes.
So how have those guys been
are.
being on the road with?
They're fantastic. Truly, I mean, so this was a very hodgepodge experience because of the pandemic, right? And we're new to this scene. So they were like, okay, how can we fit Eva Under Fire in with all of these new cool shows that are happening? And so Gemini Syndrome was wonderful and able to bring us on a few dates. Adelaide's Way, wonderful, able to bring us on a few dates. Buck Cherry was like, I will take you for like half our tour. How's that? And we were like, yes!
That works.
So, mwah, mwah, mwah.
That
Thank
works.
You. Yes.
And exciting stuff, you mentioned Adelaide's Way, and actually just came out, you're going to be touring with them and Skillet. So that's pretty exciting.
Wow, it's crazy, right? So that will actually be the first, like, step up to like theaters and things like this. So
nice.
And Adelaide's, I think, had toured with Skillet previously, so they were like, those guys are super chill. So we're really excited just for the opportunity because that's going to be a fantastic like first experience supporting our record. Even just now being able to introduce ourselves has been fantastic. But on that level.
That's a whole new world up there.
I gotta really get ready. But I think we are. I think now with this experience, these guys have been able to take us out. So we're new, like I said, to the scene. We've been dialing in a lot of things. We've got a sound guy who's fantastic, and we're our crew and our team. We're ready. We've got all the bugs worked out. So come to the show.
Excellent. Now, Eva, you're originally from the Detroit area, is that correct? Okay, Now how did you guys get started as a band?
All of us met when we were, this big, coming up in the scene, playing in other projects. I met our drummer from a different project. Our old band was playing with some of our producers' old projects, and so like even some of the like more professional contacts that we have, that we all grew up playing music together.
Nice.
Yeah, very old school kind of story, which we're very proud of. But
excellent.
Yeah, so that's kind of how all of us met.
Now, kind of unique, you're actually a licensed therapist as well.
Yes.
So, not that you can divulge info, but do you get some good things that you can put into songs from some of those?
It's interesting because my experiences are what I use for my music.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always very personal when I can take it to my lyricism, right? But like being in a room full of people in a meaningful way to be with other humans has always been my thing, right?
Sure.
I want meaningful connection. I don't care to talk about the weather. I don't care what's happening, oh yeah, things are fine. Don't use the F word with me, all right? I want the real deal, right? So, and there's 2 ways that I found that I can do that with my music and being in one-on-one psychotherapy, which has been an amazing experience. And I think what is interesting is a lot of people say, I'm not crazy. I don't need a therapist, right? I'm here to tell you that you're not crazy.
Right.
It's the world around you, though, okay? We just went through a global pandemic. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody can use a little help, okay?
Absolutely.
So I think it's just been very, very helpful for me, too, to be in these conversations with people. like I said, in such a meaningful way. So,
Sure. And I think that's one of the nice things is recently we're seeing that stigma kind of fall away
Yes.
of mental health, where it's not crazy. It's not there's something wrong with you. It's
No.
just like physical health, spiritual health, mental health is very important. So
Yeah, man.
that's incredible.
Stomping out that stigma. I'm like, I'm ready. I've been ready. I've been one of those people that's like, yeah, all that's the songs that I talk about the feelings and stuff. You
Yeah.
should go do that with somebody. It's helpful.
Nice. Now you had mentioned that you use a lot of your life experiences in your
Yes.
songs, and one that I know is very heartfelt to you is Heroin.
Yep.
And I've heard about the story. If you wouldn't mind, kind of tell us a little bit of how that song came about.
Absolutely. So it's one of the parts of my gimmick on stage, even live. Right, the song is very personal to me, and so it's been interesting to see how many people are very familiar with that story because I've been very open about it and speaking about where that came from. So. Loved ones of mine were heroin addicts, and it was a battle to sobriety. And I lost someone very close to me, and I've witnessed someone very close to me be in recovery. So it was born out of witnessing this. Right, people become not your people anymore.
Yeah.
They walk like my people, they talk like me people, but they're not. And I don't know how to rectify that in my head, And so I think a lot of times too in addiction and recovery stories, the person who's struggling is often trying to place blame elsewhere, right? I need help, I need help, I need help. So for me, that was my experience. And I was like, I can't do this for you, right? I cannot save you. I can't be responsible. But it bothered me. It bothered me to say it out loud because I wanted to.
Right.
You want to, but you can't. You physically can't, and they won't let you either if they're not ready, right? So it was
Because they still want that control.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that I feel like we need to understand more. We need more advocacy for recovery programs. We need more people who are talking about the fact that this is not a weakness on behalf of the human who is struggling. It is really, these biochemical processes that just grab you.
Yeah.
So don't feel as though there is this. I know that it's shameful for the person to try and come to the table about that. But if you do, there is so much more beauty on the other side of recovery. I just can't even describe it to you. You'll find the support, you'll find the help, it's there.
Absolutely.
So Heroin was like, I was in studio penning these lyrics, and it was the most organic process probably on the record for me. We were in studio, and my producer left, and he was texting my bandmates like, hey, I saw Niagara Falls happening, and I don't want to mess with that moment.
Yeah.
So just let me know when she's cool, and we'll keep rolling. But I could see something going on, and I just want her to be able to do that. So I'm grateful for my team. You really need a team that gets you. They're not shoving the Kleenex box towards you. Yeah, they're just letting you do your thing. So and that was the moment. And it was so personal to me that honestly, when we went to submit all of our ideas for the record, I didn't really know if it was going to make the album because it's not built around a pop hook. It's not. There's no purposeful, I guess, target market audience for something like this. This was just me.
Well, it's for everybody.
My diary, and I'm handing it over to these record execs, going, oh, what do you think, and I knew I was with the right team when the label themselves came back to me and said, I know the record's not done yet, but we have this movie coming out called Snow Babies, and we need this to be, if you guys can push this ahead to us, we'd like this to be the first one that we accept.
Yeah.
And I was just on the phone with the A&R rep going, I know you don't know me, but thank you so much. This means so much to me. So they've been, it's just been a wonderful, really, truly organic ride. And every portion of it that's been frustrating just is so superseded by everything that's been amazing.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, and I want to thank you for that. And I know I've seen a lot of people, because the video is very moving. I mean, you show a lot of people who have lost their lives. And like you said, it kind of lets everybody know that it's not just the crazy people. It's our neighbors, it's our family, it's our friends. We're all touched by it. And you read through the comments, everybody's like, thank you, this. And so it's, I don't want to say impressive, but it is. But I appreciate that you take something that was that painful and use it into something beautiful that helps others.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And
I'm so glad it resonated like that.
Yeah. And I think God allows us to go through things
Yeah.
for that very reason.
Yeah.
That we can help others.
Yeah.
And he knows who's strong enough to be able to do it.
I appreciate that too. I mean, many of my lyrics do come from kind of a faith-based world, just for my personal walk. But I think that's true. You know, there is a lot of bad that exists here, but once you've gone through that, how much more helpful can you be to somebody?
Exactly.
And it's just, you know, it's a terrible truth that many people have felt pain and suffering and trauma, but we can build others up if
Yep.
we use it correctly and if we are open about it.
Sure.
You know? Don't let that eat at you. Get
Right.
that out to people. And that's what I feel like I needed music for too, was I can translate that in my performance. And when I go, hands up, and everybody goes, yeah, I'm like, this is my people. This is my people. They don't just know the words.
Right.
You
They
feel
feel
it.
it.
You feel it.
Yeah. And I've always felt that a great song is make me feel something.
Yes.
You know, tell me a story and make me feel something.
Yeah.
Make me, 20 years down the road, I'm going to remember that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Great. So I know you've got the new tour coming up. You're still on this one. Is there new music coming? I know you just actually released Blow with Spencer
Yeah.
from Ice Nine Kills. That was
Yeah,
really
you're
cool.
right.
That was a different kind of video, different kind of...
Super different. Super different. Which is what I like about this new album's coming out.
That's what I was trying to...
New album's coming out, by the way.
Nice.
Yes. So the first official single off of that was Blow with Spencer of Ice Nine Kills. And it was very different for me to put myself as organically into music that was fun.
Yeah.
And it's just built to be that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like a banger, something that you can just hang out to, throw your fist in the air to. And what was interesting was that we never really saw it as anything except the fun. And because it kind of kicks you in the teeth a little bit, they were like, hey, we're doing this scary film. What do you think if we could put a twist on it? And we want the imagery to fit this kind of scary movie. And I was like,
because it's part of the
I don't see
Retaliators.
that.
It's
Yes.
part of the Retaliators, which
That's
is
what they wanted it
five-finger
for.
death punch and...
yeah. So I was like, well, I don't know, you know, send me the video treatment because I'm interested to see how this would go. And man, it was like love at first image. Like they painted this whole cool, scary, bloody, weird, crazy thing over top of this real fun, kick you in your teeth song. And I'm like, how did you do that? You didn't even know.
It's like a mini movie.
Yes. As a matter of fact, because it fit so well, we were actually able to film that music video on the set of Retaliators.
Nice.
Which was super cool. So you guys need to be looking out for the Retaliators movie. Side note, the cast and the crew, there is none better, truly,
Very cool.
of that movie with all of everybody that's in it. I mean, I'm talking Mark Menchaca, Michael Lombardi, their entire team of actors and professionals, and like just fantastic crew. But not just them, the artists that were part of this in Cameo.
Yep.
Dudes.
It's like an all-star.
You gotta see it. It's gonna be so cool.
Nice.
So cool.
So when is the new album? Do you have a release date?
We don't have a release date, but it's, I think, fall of this year.
Okay.
We're hoping for fall of this year.
Do you have a title for it yet?
Love, Drugs, and Misery.
Nice.
All
Nice.
of the songs it's gonna fit one of those categories. So, and as a matter of fact, I've got those T-shirts that are in there. We're gonna be selling some Love, Drugs,
So
and
you
Misery
gotta come to
T-shirts.
the show,
So
hear
come
the
to
song,
the show.
buy the merch.
Yes.
Now, before we go, is there anything that you'd like to say to fans?
Thank you. I mean, just think, like, and not just like, I just really want you guys to key in here and let you know, thank you. There's been so many people that have continued to message us, even over the course of this year and a half of just radio silence.
Yeah.
Like, we can't see people. We did some lives that we were able to get through, and just, you know, we were trying to rack our brains, like, how do we keep people engaged? What do? We don't want to just leave people and
Right.
think, oh, we're not wanting to connect, but we just
Right.
didn't know how.
And you don't want to be forgotten.
Once connection was just severed, right?
Yeah.
And then what we started to see was anybody that was whenever we brought out something, anything, a Facebook Live, an Instagram post, or whatever, man, engagement skyrocketed. skyrocketed. And then we started doing the thing like I was talking about, meaningful connection and just sharing kind of like, this is terrible for us, how you feeling?
Right.
And everybody else was like, now we're not good, man. We can't wait till shows come back. Like, what do you guys, how, and it just was such a natural kind of progression of things for fans to just, they were still there.
Yeah.
Y'all were still there, and we remember that. So now we're back out here coming to see everybody. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
From our end, from the fan side, it's even, I think, as much as it sucked that year, I think it made us appreciate all you guys and the music even more. So now it's like, shut up and take my money. I'm going to the show.
Rock bands are a different breed, too. I've been telling people this. I'm like, they still want the artwork, the T-shirts, the sign my stuff, the pictures. They want that engagement, and it's such a special thing for me, too, because last night when we were playing, I was telling the crowd, I said, you know what? You guys have been through a lot, so we're dedicating this song to you. It's called The Strong. And for everything that you guys have been through. And they didn't realize that just taking away the entertainment wasn't just our entertainment. This is the rock show. People find home. That's their tribe. That's where I feel good. That's where I feel God. Like I'm understood there.
Yeah.
And I connect with other people who get it there at the rock show. So it's a different world, and I'm so grateful to have our space back. And I'm so grateful that everybody was willing to help us pick ourselves up along the way. So.
Absolutely. Now, where can fans follow you guys online?
Oh, gosh, everywhere. So aside from Facebook, which is where you guys may have seen us at before, we've got Instagram. I'm on TikTok, so come join the shenanigans on TikTok. Also, look us up on Spotify. Spotify is where all of our stuff, all of our newest music you can find, and it helps us out so much. So.
Awesome. Well, Eva, thank you so much again. This is really awesome. We appreciate it. Something we've been looking forward to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys, thank you so much for spending this time. And like she said, we love you guys. And if you are struggling with anything, we're going to put some resources down below for you guys. So, don't be ashamed to ask for help. We all need it. It just makes us human.
Yes, welcome to being human.
Exactly.
Click on those links, come to the rock show. We got you.
Exactly.
Hugs.
We're all in it together.
Hugs.
So as always, thank you guys. We love you. God bless, and rock on.